Imagine ancient papyrus scrolls, sacred texts whispered to hold truths that defy the boundaries of time, hinting at something truly extraordinary. Among their enigmatic messages is a revelation that has captured the curiosity of seekers for centuries. Those who bear the crescent moon on their palms are not ordinary. They are chosen by the divine. This mark is no random occurrence, but a celestial signature, symbolizing elevated energy, profound spiritual connection, and the power to expand consciousness. These individuals are destined for greatness, gifted with the ability to lead and transform communities. Yet here is the paradox that challenges our understanding of divine purpose. These luminous souls are often born into the darkest corners of life, into toxic families riddled with manipulation, neglect, and emotional pain. Why would the universe place such spiritually gifted beings into environments so seemingly at odds with their higher purpose? Could it be that their struggles are not a curse, but a deliberate path to unlock their extraordinary potential? Stay with us as we unravel this fascinating mystery. By the end, you'll discover how the pain and challenges faced by these individuals are not just obstacles but profound catalysts for awakening, transformation, and the fulfillment of their divine mission. You'll see how their journey reveals powerful truths about resilience, spiritual growth, and the hidden gifts of adversity. Prepare to see the light in the darkness and uncover the sacred purpose behind life's greatest challenges. Why would those with such divine gifts be placed in environments of manipulation, neglect, emotional abuse, and envy? The answer lies in the alchemy of the soul. Toxic families are not a cosmic punishment. They are the crucible where spiritual power is forged. In such environments, the chosen one's innate energy is tested and refined. Manipulation teaches them discernment. Neglect forces them to cultivate inner strength. Emotional abuse pushes them to develop empathy and resilience. And envy sharpens their ability to rise above external validation, anchoring their self-worth in their divine purpose. The crescent moon on the palm is more than a mark. It is a portal, a connection to higher realms where divine energy flows. These individuals often sense things others cannot. They see through the lies, feel the hidden truths, and resonate with energies that ripple through the unseen layers of existence. Yet, their light naturally attracts darkness, making them targets for those who seek to diminish what they cannot understand or control. But here lies the paradox. It is within the toxicity of their upbringing that these individuals discover their power. Toxic families are like a spiritual gymnasium, where the soul is strengthened through adversity. The constant push and pull of emotional turmoil force the chosen ones to awaken their dormant abilities. They learn to set boundaries, to heal themselves when no one else will, and to transmute the negativity around them into an unshakable force for good. It is this very process that elevates their consciousness and expands their ability to lead. Throughout history, those marked by the crescent moon have been misunderstood and underestimated. Ancient records tell of visionaries, healers, and leaders who rose from the ashes of their family's dysfunction to become luminaries in their time. Their pain became their platform, their struggles became their strength, and their connection to the divine became their compass, guiding them toward their higher purpose. Besides, the crescent moon on the palm is a reminder of a sacred truth. Those who carry it are not ordinary. They are chosen to transcend. Born into toxicity, they are destined to break cycles, heal generational wounds, and lead others toward light. This journey may not be easy, but it is undoubtedly divine. For those who bear the crescent moon, the greatest challenges are but stepping stones to their greatest calling. Their lives are the embodiment of alchemy, turning lead into gold, pain into power, and darkness into light. Toxicity, for all its pain and chaos, is a catalyst for awakening a divine mechanism that propels chosen individuals toward their higher selves. For those with the crescent moon on their palms, this is no coincidence. The challenges they face are intricately woven into their spiritual blueprint. In environments of turmoil, manipulation, and emotional neglect, these individuals are forced to look inward, seeking truths that lie far beyond the surface. It is in this search that their spiritual awakening begins. The constant exposure to toxic energy triggers a process of introspection, a journey to uncover the strength they never knew existed within. Toxicity forces them to ask profound questions. Why am I here? What purpose does this pain serve? What power lies hidden within me? These questions ignite a spiritual fire, a longing to rise above, to transcend the limitations of their circumstances, and to align with their divine purpose. In the shadows of their upbringing, these chosen ones develop heightened self-awareness. They learn to detect subtle energies, to read the unspoken truths behind others' actions, and to protect themselves from the invisible daggers of negativity. This intuitive sharpening is no accident. It is the divine preparing them for their greater role. Their ability to navigate darkness becomes their greatest weapon, transforming their perceived weaknesses into unparalleled strengths. Toxicity, paradoxically, serves as a mirror. It reflects their wounds but also their resilience. It reveals the cracks in their armor but simultaneously points them toward the tools to mend it. Over time, they realize that the chaos around them was never meant to break them. It was meant to awaken them to their infinite potential. They begin to see the toxicity not as a punishment, but as an initiation into a higher state of being. This awakening often propels them into profound spiritual practices, meditation, prayer, energy work that connect them to divine realms. In these practices, they uncover their ability to transmute negativity into light, their pain into purpose. They emerge from the storm not as victims but as warriors, armed with wisdom, compassion, and an unshakable sense of self. In fact, the toxic environment becomes the soil in which their spiritual roots grow deep. It is here that they learn resilience, empathy, and the ability to lead others through similar darkness. They understand the depth of human suffering, not as an abstract concept, but as a lived reality. And this understanding makes them unparalleled healers and leaders. Toxicity, though painful, becomes their sacred teacher, shaping them into vessels of divine power and light. Their awakening is not just personal. It is a ripple effect, destined to transform those around them. Breaking cycles is the sacred mission of those marked by the crescent moon on their palms, a task both profound and daunting. These individuals are born into families steeped in generational patterns of pain, dysfunction, and unhealed wounds. Yet, they are not ordinary members of these bloodlines. They are chosen to stand apart. Their very presence disrupts the cycles that have persisted for decades, perhaps even centuries, and their destiny is to bring healing where none dared to tread before. In these toxic family environments, they become acutely aware of the patterns others overlook. They see the repetition of destructive behaviors, the unspoken traumas passed down like heirlooms, and the silent agreements to ignore the pain that festers within. This awareness is not accidental. It is the divine planting seeds of transformation within them. These individuals are not here to continue the patterns, they are here to end them. The task of breaking generational cycles is no small feat. It requires immense courage to confront the shadows of one's lineage, to question traditions that no longer serve the family, and to stand firm against resistance from those who cling to the familiar, even when it is harmful. But those with the crescent moon are equipped for this work. Their heightened spiritual energy and expanded consciousness allow them to see beyond the surface, to tap into ancestral wounds, and begin the process of healing them. This role often makes them the black sheep of the family. Their refusal to conform to toxic norms is misunderstood as rebellion or defiance. But this outsider status is essential. It allows them the distance needed to observe and dismantle the dysfunction. They begin to set boundaries, challenge harmful behaviors, and introduce new ways of thinking that ripple through the family structure, even if met with resistance at first. Healing ancestral wounds is not just about addressing the present. It is about rewriting the narrative of the past. Many chosen individuals find themselves drawn to spiritual practices like ancestral healing meditations, energy clearing, and forgiveness rituals that transcend time. In doing so, they release not only their own burdens, but also the unresolved energies of those who came before them. They become the bridge between past and future, ensuring that the pain of yesterday no longer dictates the legacy of tomorrow. Their actions have a profound ripple effect. Children born into these transformed families inherit a new story, one of strength, compassion, and wholeness. The cycle of toxicity is replaced by a cycle of healing, and the work of the chosen one becomes their greatest legacy. Breaking these cycles is not just a personal victory, it is a victory for the soul of the family, a spiritual liberation that reverberates through generations yet to come. Considering this angle, those with the crescent moon are not just breaking cycles, they are creating new paradigms. They transform dysfunction into resilience, pain into wisdom, and darkness into light. They are not just healers, they are architects of a new spiritual foundation, ensuring that the generations to follow can live free of the chains that once bound their ancestors. In this, their divine purpose is fulfilled, and their mark on the world becomes as permanent as the crescent moon etched into their palms. Purpose and transformation lie at the heart of the journey for those bearing the crescent moon on their palms. Every challenge they endure, every toxic encounter, every painful moment of rejection or manipulation, it all serves a higher purpose. These struggles are not random. They are the divine's way of sharpening them, molding them into vessels of wisdom and light. It is through the fire of adversity that they are prepared for their greater spiritual mission, to guide others out of darkness and into the light of transformation. Their challenges are their training ground. Toxic families teach them resilience, a skill they will need when leading others through their own struggles. Emotional abuse hones their empathy, allowing them to connect deeply with those who feel unseen or misunderstood. Manipulation teaches them discernment, ensuring they can navigate the complexities of human behavior and provide authentic guidance. What seems like chaos is, in truth, the divine sculpting their character, building them into leaders of unparalleled depth and compassion. Transformation begins within. Before they can guide others, they must first rise above their own circumstances, turning their pain into power. This metamorphosis is not easy, but it is sacred. In healing themselves, they create a blueprint for others to follow. Their journey becomes a living testimony that darkness can be overcome, that wounds can become sources of strength, and that life's most painful trials are often the prelude to its greatest victories. As they embrace their purpose, they step into a role far larger than themselves. These individuals often find themselves drawn to positions of leadership, whether as spiritual guides, mentors, healers, or innovators in their communities. Their energy, shaped by their trials, carries a magnetic quality that attracts those seeking hope and direction. People see in them not just a leader, but a beacon, a living example that transformation is possible. Their connection to higher realms amplifies their ability to lead. The crescent moon on their palm symbolizes their spiritual alignment, a channel to divine wisdom that others instinctively trust. They are able to access insights, intuition, and clarity that guide them not only in their own lives, but in helping others navigate theirs. This divine connection becomes their compass, ensuring that their leadership is grounded in truth, integrity, and love. Through their work, they do more than lead. They illuminate. They inspire others to confront their own darkness, to heal, and to step into their potential. The ripple effect of their transformation extends far beyond their immediate circle, touching lives in ways they may never fully comprehend. They are catalysts for change, igniting sparks of hope in places where there was only despair. With this outlook, their challenges become their greatest gift, not just to themselves, but to the world. By enduring and overcoming, they gain the tools and wisdom needed to guide others. Their purpose is not confined to their own journey. It is a collective calling, a mission to uplift humanity. In this, their transformation is complete, and their role as leaders of light is fulfilled. They are not just survivors of darkness, they are architects of a brighter, more awakened future. Those born with the crescent moon on their palms are gifted with an extraordinary intuition, a spiritual compass that guides them through the complexities of life and relationships. This heightened awareness is not a skill they learn, it is an innate gift, a sacred thread woven into their very essence. From an early age, they sense what others cannot, perceiving hidden emotions, unspoken truths, and the subtle energies that weave through human interactions. Their intuition allows them to see beyond the masks people wear. They can feel the pain hidden behind a smile, the envy cloaked in kind words, or the love buried beneath fear. This ability often sets them apart, making them seem wise beyond their years or mysteriously insightful. While others navigate life through logic or surface-level understanding, these individuals move through a deeper current, guided by an unshakable connection to truth. This spiritual awareness also extends to life's greater mysteries. They often feel drawn to questions of purpose, destiny, and the divine, sensing that there is more to existence than what meets the eye. Their connection to the unseen realms enables them to tap into higher vibrations, receiving guidance from their intuition that others might dismiss as coincidence or mere instinct. For them, intuition is not just a feeling, it is a dialogue with the divine. In relationships, this gift becomes both a blessing and a challenge. They have an uncanny ability to understand others on a soul level, seeing not just who someone is, but who they are meant to become. This depth of perception allows them to nurture and inspire those around them, often acting as healers or confidants. However, their intuition also makes them acutely aware of dishonesty, manipulation, or negativity, which can be overwhelming in toxic environments. Their spiritual sensitivity means they often feel emotions deeply, not just their own, but also those of others. This empathic nature can lead them to take on the pain of those around them, sometimes at the expense of their own well-being. Yet this too is part of their divine purpose, to learn boundaries and discernment, transforming their gift from a source of burden into a tool for empowerment. Highly intuitive individuals often find themselves at pivotal moments of decision, trusting their inner voice when logic or external advice fails. They are guided by a sense of knowing that transcends explanation, often making choices that seem risky or unconventional, but ultimately lead them to their destiny. This trust in their intuition strengthens their connection to their purpose, aligning them with the divine flow of life. Their gift of heightened awareness is also a tool for transformation. They can identify patterns that others overlook, whether in their own lives or in the lives of those they guide. This ability to see the bigger picture enables them to act as catalysts for change, helping others awaken to their own potential and truth. Their intuition becomes a guiding light, not just for themselves, but for all who cross their path. Additionally, their spiritual awareness is a divine gift, a reminder that they are not bound by the physical world, but deeply connected to something greater. It is this gift that equips them to navigate life's challenges with grace, to heal wounds with compassion, and to lead others with wisdom. Their intuition is not just a tool for survival, it is their bridge to the divine, a constant reminder that they are chosen to walk a path of deeper truths and higher purposes. Empaths and healers, marked by the crescent moon on their palms, are born with an extraordinary sensitivity that sets them apart from others. Their lives are often shaped by profound pain, but this pain is not without purpose. It is through their own suffering that they discover their ability to heal and guide others, transforming their wounds into the source of their greatest strength. Their journey is not just one of survival. It is a journey of becoming. Pain teaches them compassion. Having endured emotional neglect, manipulation, or even rejection, they deeply understand what it means to feel unseen and unheard. This lived experience allows them to connect with others in a way few can. When someone is struggling, they don't just offer comfort. They offer understanding, a knowing glance, or a word of reassurance that seems to come from a place far beyond ordinary human experience. Their heightened sensitivity, often dismissed as a weakness, becomes their greatest asset. They can sense pain in others, even when it's hidden beneath layers of denial or pride. This ability allows them to reach people who might otherwise remain closed off, creating spaces of healing where others might not dare to tread. Their presence alone often brings a calming energy, like a balm for wounded souls. But the journey to becoming a healer is not without its trials. Empaths often find themselves absorbing the emotions of those around them, sometimes to the point of exhaustion. This is where their pain serves another purpose. It teaches them the importance of boundaries. Through their struggles, they learn to differentiate between helping others and carrying burdens that are not theirs to bear. This lesson not only preserves their energy, but also makes their healing work more profound. What makes these individuals truly remarkable is their ability to transmute pain into wisdom. They don't just heal the surface wounds, they address the root causes, encouraging those they guide to confront and release their deepest fears and traumas. Their approach is not about quick fixes, but about transformation, helping others to not only heal, but to grow into their fullest potential. Empaths and healers often find themselves drawn to spiritual practices, energy work, meditation, or even prayer that amplify their natural gifts. These practices become tools through which they channel divine energy, allowing them to heal, not just emotionally but energetically. Their connection to higher realms becomes a source of guidance, leading them to the people and places where their presence is most needed. They are not just listeners, they are guides. Their words, often spoken with quiet conviction, carry a weight that resonates deeply. People leave their presence not just feeling heard, but feeling changed, as though a light has been turned on in a once darkened room. Their ability to inspire hope in others, even during the most challenging times, is a testament to their divine calling. Moreover, their pain becomes a bridge, a connection between their own humanity and the humanity of those they help. It reminds them that healing is not about erasing scars, but about embracing them as part of the story. These individuals are living proof that what breaks us can also build us, that our wounds can become the birthplace of our power. Empaths and healers are more than comforters. They are architects of transformation. They remind others that healing is possible, that even in the darkest moments, there is light to be found. Their pain was never a curse. It was a preparation for their divine mission. And through their work, they not only heal others, they heal the world, one soul at a time. Reframing pain is one of the most powerful tools for spiritual growth. And for those born into toxic families, it is a transformative realization. At first glance, the pain of manipulation, neglect, or emotional abuse seems unfair, an unjust burden for someone who never asked for it. But for individuals marked by the crescent moon on their palms, this pain serves a divine purpose. It is not a punishment, it is preparation, a necessary path to unlocking their higher spiritual potential. The toxic family is not an accident of fate. It is a deliberate part of the soul's journey. These environments are chosen on a higher spiritual plane because they provide the exact challenges needed for growth. Toxic families act as mirrors, reflecting wounds that the individual is meant to heal, not only for themselves but for their entire lineage. Every insult, every rejection, every manipulative word becomes a stepping stone toward a deeper understanding of resilience, compassion, and purpose. Through this lens, pain transforms from something to be feared into something to be embraced. It becomes a teacher, guiding the chosen one toward lessons that could not be learned in a peaceful environment. Toxicity forces them to ask deeper questions. Why am I here? What can I learn from this? How can I transform this pain into strength? These questions ignite the spiritual awakening that the crescent moon symbolizes, a shift from victimhood to empowerment. Reframing pain also reveals the gift hidden within suffering. Toxic families often challenge individuals to establish boundaries, to reclaim their voice, and to nurture a sense of self that is independent of external validation. These are not just survival skills, they are spiritual tools, preparing them to navigate a world filled with both light and darkness. Without these challenges, the chosen one might never discover the depth of their inner strength or the breadth of their potential. More profoundly, toxic family dynamics often serve as a catalyst for healing ancestral wounds. The pain they experience is not isolated. It is the result of generations of unhealed trauma. By confronting and transcending this pain, they break the cycle, liberating not only themselves, but also their lineage. This act of healing is profound. It transforms pain into a legacy of growth and strength. Understanding the toxic family as a necessary path also brings a sense of peace. When seen as part of a divine plan, the pain becomes less overwhelming and more purposeful. It allows the chosen one to forgive, not necessarily to excuse toxic behaviors, but to release the emotional weight of resentment. This forgiveness is an act of liberation, a way of freeing themselves from the chains of the past and stepping fully into their spiritual mission. Reframing pain also deepens empathy. Having walked through the fire of toxicity, these individuals can guide others who are struggling. Their pain becomes their testimony, their roadmap for helping others navigate their own challenges. They become living proof that even in the darkest moments, there is light, and even the deepest wounds can be healed. Ultimately, the toxic family is not the end of the story, it is the beginning. It is the soil from which their spiritual growth emerges, the forge in which their purpose is refined. By reframing their pain, they transform it from a burden into a blessing, from an obstacle into an opportunity. Their journey becomes a testament to the power of the human spirit, a reminder that every challenge carries the seed of transformation. Those marked by the crescent moon are not defined by the pain of their past, but by the strength of their response to it. They rise above, not because their journey was easy, but because they learned to see the pain for what it truly is, the necessary path to their greatest spiritual awakening. Through this understanding, they step into their purpose with clarity, grace, and unwavering strength.